Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind, preparing for fleet carriers, space legs, and personal planetary stations. Well, that's a mouthful, isn't it? This has been some 2 weeks, hasn't it? The announcement on March the 26th that there were going to be fleet carriers and they would be available for purchase in June, and then there would be a beta test on April the 7th, which did happen. I purchased one. I have videos of them. So there's a separate playlist or a separate series called Elite Dangerous, My Fleet Carrier, My First Look. So check those videos out. I mean, I've only been playing for 8 months. That's the absolute best content in the game for me right now, is the fleet carrier. It's a personal mega ship, and it can do everything almost that I would want it to do. So I can move it around if you have credits. If you prime time grind all the time, then yeah, you're fine. If you play once a month, you're not so fine. If you don't have a minimum of 7 billion, you're not so fine. You really need about 8 to 10 billion. That's okay. It can run as high as $147 million a week in upkeep charge, besides the 7 million that you need, or 7 billion that you need. So it's pretty crazy. We're hoping that they pull back on those costs, but it's an amazing content. I have a cutter, I have a Python, and this thing, it's on top. Oh yeah, it would be the best asset that I have by far. I'm amazed by it. I really am. At first I was skeptical, and most people are not so happy. But if it's a personal station that traveling station, it's incredible. So check out my videos on my fleet carriers. So go to GFM_RDG, my YouTube channel, and search for my fleet carriers and watch all of them. Because they go through purchased and adding the services and configuring, and I've had 7 jumps in it. And I even have a video where the Python, this ship, is outside of the fleet carrier. It takes off, the cloud builds and lightning and thunder and roar and all of that, and it goes through the cloud. We had to back up real quick because the cloud kept getting bigger and bigger and coming up on us. It was amazing. It is totally amazing. Has 16 landing pads, 8 large pads, 4 medium, 4 small. It's wild. Now, you have to be able to grind. This is not for everyone. They say 3% of the total player community has over 5 billion. 5 billion is not going to cut it. It is not going to cut it. About 2 weeks ago, they took a copy of the live play, and they used it for the beta. I had 6.3 billion at the time. I had to grind. For the last 2 days, I had to do some grinding to get up enough funds to be about close to 7 billion. Now, it was easier because they were cargo missions that transported tritium, which paid as much as 40 million a load. And you can do a load in 15-20 minutes. So I did as many of those as I could find because it added credits really fast, and I could finish outfitting the fleet carrier. And there's about 13 stations or 13 systems in the galaxy that you can purchase these things through. And if you don't set up the services and you want to set up one later, you have to go back to one of those systems to set it up. You can do some things remote, but not everything remote. So yes, you hear the excitement in my voice. I really like the fleet carriers. Watch the videos, you'll see why. And we're doing the day-to-day grind preparing for fleet carriers and space legs and personal planetary bases. Now on space legs and planetary bases, they're supposed to come out by the end of the year. They're going to be a separate DLC, just like you have Elite Dangerous, then you have Horizons, and now you'll have the space legs and planetary bases. It'll be a charge for that DLC. So just a heads up. We need credits. You need credits more than ever if you're going to purchase these things. I have about 2,200 hours in the game. Yes, I'm crazy. Anyone that has 2,200 hours or more is crazy. And it's like, don't you have a life? You know, I ask myself that question all the time. But it makes great videos. Our viewership has gone up by 750% just in the last 2 weeks. The hype is just enormous when it comes to fleet carriers. Well, I have the videos for the fleet carriers in and out, details, all the way through. So watch those videos. Okay. The beginning prepare for fleet carriers back a couple of weeks ago, we started giving the details as we knew them. And as we got closer to April the 2nd, it clarified a little bit. And then after April the 2nd to April the 7th, which is April the 10th now, we learned more, and I shared that with you too. So go back and watch some of those videos too to even get more details. Watch the videos, you'll even get more details. Because what I heard from Frontier when they were asked questions, they would say, join the beta on April the 7th and most of your questions will be answered. True. Watch the videos. Just watch. That's all I can say. Watch the videos that I have. You'll learn everything you'll basically want to know by those videos. So we have some missions at Sothis Mining we need to pick up and deliver, and we will, because I bring you in like every 50 million. Well, it's been like 100 million since I brought you in. We're going to get to 8.75 billion. I think we're pretty good, actually. I think we're ready for the May betas. Much better than we were for the April 7th beta. We weren't as prepared. It's been kind of rough. But I think we'll be much better prepared in May. And by June, we should be well over 10 billion. We should be in very good shape. So come with us. We'll pick up those missions, deliver them. We'll hit that 8.75. That everything's about credits. And you might be saying, well, what's the deal with cargo missions and credits? It's everything. You need those credits. And if you followed me in the last few days, you can tell. So, well, let's get to Sothis Mining. Sis left? Okay, we've already plotted it then. Yep, it says we've already plotted it. So let's get going. If you would, look to the bottom of the video to the right. You'll see my YouTube channel, or my subscription. Press that, please. It helps me with YouTube in the future. I don't have nearly enough subscribers, but it costs you nothing to subscribe.
Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
And you get notified when I create these awesome videos. You know, I even go back and watch them. I mean, there's amazing content. It's detailed. You see it all. and you'll be notified. So please subscribe. Underneath the video in the description, you'll find ways to donate. Please consider donating. No amount's too small, of course, no amount's too big. Help us out greatly. Underneath the video, like I said, is to the left is the YouTube page. So look at that. Yeah, the auto launch, and my ship's getting in the way. It does amaze me how bad the auto launch is. So watch those other videos from the engineers, how to unlock them, where to find the materials to unlock them, all the modules that we had unlocked. And if it sounds like I'm talking too fast, I am, because there's so much information to give you. But watch my videos. I cover about everything. Places to gather the materials. Material traders.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Guardian surface sites where you can get the Guardian FSD booster blueprint. The Thargoid surface sites where you can get meta alloys to take to the one of the first engineers. We go skimmer and stinger bounty hunting. I'm not much of a combat pilot, but stinger and skimmers are about the least risk. So now the Guardian Sentinels, they were something else. And the Guardian skimmer, which is not by the Guardians, but it was a man-made skimmer, but very rare. People say very few see that. I've only seen it once in the 2,200 hours that I've been playing. But I've gotten my combat rating up to competent 18%. I have an elite status both in trade and in explorer. Maybe someday I can get an elite status in combat, but I'll be surprised. There's asteroid mining. There's surface mining on planets. There's about everything. So check out those videos. Just a few videos ago, I'm coming out of the station like we just did there at Babbage, and we were in queue. There's an anaconda in front of me. The station just open fires on him and destroys him. Huge fireball inside the station. So search my YouTube channel for Anaconda Destroyed, and you'll see that video. It is a video to watch. Sis left. If you're into interdictions or want to see somebody else get persecuted by interdictions, I have two videos where I got 7 interdictions in one Super Cruise run 2 separate times, and 6 interdictions in my cutter, which is one of the biggest ships in the game, or the biggest ship in the game. And that was craziness. So go watch those 3 videos too. There's over 500 of them. Watch the videos. You'll find drama. You'll find excitement. You'll find craziness. So watch the videos. Over the last 3 months, I've been recording everything and pulling information out and creating videos that I hope is entertaining and interesting and educational and informative and all of that. So but be sure to subscribe to my channel and donate if you can. Thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed and those that have donated. I appreciate it. It helps me out greatly. Those that have commented in the comments of each of the videos. And I'm setting up a squadron. The squadron name is GFM RDG without the underscore. And the ID is GFMR. And look in the About section of my YouTube channel, get my contact email, and tell me you would like to be in the squadron or listed as a friend, and you'll have access to my fleet carrier in the beta and in the live game. Sis left. And we'll figure that out together, because I've never set up a squadron before. It's not a combat squadron, but it's a squadron to access my fleet carrier. And I'm only advertising it in the videos, so if you watch the videos, you will know that I have a squadron, and you can access my fleet carrier either as a friend or a squadron member. Either one. Both will have access. But you have to email me.
Landing gear deployed.
And give me your Elite Dangerous ID. Commander ID or commander name. And I'll plug you
Docking
in.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
I'll plug you in to have access to the fleet carrier. So you can be a visitor during beta, or even after the beta when we go to live. So we've got to pick up the missions where we can get to 3.75. I like going with the oldest ones first. Sis left. Sis left. We got 5 missions, but we have one that absolutely has to go. It's this one because it's 13 hours. And it's a help with New Dawn 24180. That one, New Dawn. That's about 10.5. And we need about 12 million. Sis left. See, this one's 10.5. Brunel. New Dawn, Boom 88. Palladium. New Dawn. Sis left. 10.5 plus 4.5, so it's 15 million. And we only need 12 million. So that's more than enough. But we'll still have room on the Python. Sis right. Sis right. We have 36 spaces left, so we can take a partial or a small one. But we have more than enough to hit our goal of 8.75 billion. So I would like to have 10 billion by June. We should be able to go well over that if we keep grinding. But let's see. Let's see where we get to. Sis left. Sis left. There's another New Dawn. Deliver 84 Palladium. And we can't take all of that one. But let's say Sis left. Let's see if we can find a smaller one. Sis left. Sis left. Much as I gripe about Elite Dangerous having issues, Voice Attack has its share of issues, and both my Oculus Rift S loses tracking, so it has issues too. So I'm not happy with any of it, because they're all broken. They need to be fixed. These companies, instead of just throwing out content all, when they can, they need to fix the issues that they currently got. So I'm going to keep ranting until they fix them. And if you play the game long enough, it's going to drive you crazy. The issues are. They're just going to drive you nuts. Trying to find a small. Is this left? Small new dawn. Make sure when I looked at this one it was right. Yeah, Brunel, that's why. I got so much rolling around in my head all the time. I have to check it again. Ooh, there's a 72 Palladium 2 New Dawn. Let's go for that. We can't take all of it. We can take a portion of it. Fills up the rest of our cargo hold.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, so that fixes us for this one. Gets us well over what we need. And we look for more Palladiums for next time. To get us to 8.8 billion. I share everything with my viewers where Sothis and Ceos to make these, and 90% of all the credits I've made has been between these two stations, our two systems, Sothis and Ceos. Okay, we're ready to go. Sys left, let's plot in our course. Going to New Dawn. And after we produce this one, I want to produce one more on the fleet carriers. I probably will do more than that, but I want to do another one, another fleet carrier in the beta after this video. So let's get started. Please select that subscribe button. It'll help me greatly with YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be notified when I create more of these crazy, exciting, busy videos.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
And underneath the video in the description, you'll find ways to donate. Please donate. It'll help greatly with all these expenses we got.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Underneath the video to the left, my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where you'll find those over 500 more videos to watch. And in the next video with the fleet carrier, we're going to stay outside of the fleet carrier and watch it go into hyperspace. That is an experience, and I've made one of those already, but we're going to do another one where you see it go into this cloud of thunder and lightning, a roar and all that. It's very dramatic when it goes into hyperspace. And my Oculus Rift S controllers are not real precise. I like them because they're wireless, but they don't stay on the target really good, but I've kind of gotten used to them. Sys left. After the first wave, of interdictors, then I go with Super Cruise Assist. They've slowed down a little bit. That usually means that the missions are going to slow down too. They usually slow down when the interdictions slow down. And we do have most of my interdiction videos are from here, from Sothis and Ceos. Those 2 7s and that 6 and 1 Super Cruise run. But especially the videos in the last 2 weeks, I would watch all of those. I mean, it's been a while since Elite Dangerous has brought out content, and the Fleet Carrier is amazing content. So you really need to watch those, and preparing for it, you need to know how to grind to maximize the credits that you can make, because you need upwards of 10 billion to really be able to use it effectively. Is this left?
DeLacy, Romeo Golf India. Station services are on standby for your arrival, Commander. Good to have you.
And in my YouTube channel, search Pirate Attack. And you'll see, like here at the station, they'll come in out of Super Cruise right on top of me.
Okay, Commander. Your assigned landing pad is number 15. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
And then they'll message saying they're going to boil me up or something like that, and pick my bones and all kinds of wild and crazy stuff. Now, I have not been killed in 8 months. And the only time I have died was twice on the second day, because I didn't have a clue what was going on or what to do about it. And I haven't died since. It doesn't mean it won't happen. But if you have a good engineer modded ship and with experience and know your controllers, chances of dying are slimmer all the time. But my combat, though, is very low risk.
Deployed.
I don't do high risk combat. For one, I'm not really a combat pilot. So even the low risk will be more difficult for me than for other pilots. And of course, if I can do this stuff, you can do this stuff, because I'm not the best game player.
Landing operation complete. Dispatching ground crew. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Need about 7.5 million. And this one's 10.5. Yep, 8.752. And then the partial. Is this right? Okay. Is this left? All 22, 23 hour ones. That was my goal for now. And in the next video, we'll go back over into the beta and we'll do some more playing around with the fleet carrier, and we're kind of desperate for missions. So if we can find those tritium missions, we take those, because we make up to 40 million a load. So until those videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and consider donating and watch more of my videos. So until the next video, thank you for watching.